So we're looking at one of Jean-Baptiste Greuze's paintings, Broken Eggs, which was painted in 1756.
We can see here in this painting, which embodies the ideal values of the neoclassical art movement with a de-emphasized background and dull colors that do not distract the audience from the point of the painting. Greuze also uses vivid lines to outline the most important figures of the painting.
It's important to keep in mind that the neoclassical art movement was influenced by the French Revolution due to the bourgeoisie hatred of the nobility. This art movement was a reaction to the frivolous and artificial Rococo style of the aristocrats. It went against the wispy brushstrokes and pastel colors. The bourgeoisie were tired of the immoral behaviors of the nobility and
And yes, they wanted something that emphasized morality, and in this painting we notice a young bourgeois gentleman who is trying to flee, but he's being held back by this older woman who's pointing at the mess of the broken eggs on the floor. And sitting down on the left side of this painting, this young woman looks down with a face of guilt and embarrassment.
this older woman, perhaps the mother of the young woman, looks quite upset as this man tries to leave her daughter. We can see that the broken eggs represent the loss of the younger woman's innocence as she has given herself to this bourgeois, and explains why he's trying to leave.
Yeah, this painting seems to depict the moral theme that the bourgeoisie are not the nobility. They should be responsible for their actions. And this man has broken the innocence of this young woman and is attempting to leave without even taking responsibility. And the older woman is just trying to remind him that he should be accountable for his
I
actions.
agree. The older woman seems to be reminding him that he had his fun with her daughter, but he can't just walk out on her. This young man must take responsibility of the mess he made. He must clean up after the broken egg. The bourgeoisie don't have the luxury of just having fun and then leaving. It's their job to be virtuous.
Yeah, and so if we look even closer into the painting, we can also see the mischievous and naughty look in the eyes of the small child seen on the right side of this painting. He's tightly grasping onto the two halves of the egg.
This young child could possibly represent Cupid, who is carrying away the mess that this young man and woman have created. Cupid is trying to hide what has happened, hide the relationship that these two have had.
Yeah, the painting basically taught the bourgeoisie not to let things go to waste, not to just have fun and not to just lust. It is the bourgeoisie role to live with reason and not be swayed by emotions like love.
I believe we can also find the moral message presented through Victor Hugo's play Les Miserables through the character Tholomyès. In this play we see the sacrifice Tholomyès must make to fulfill his role as a bourgeois. He must sacrifice himself and be moral by leaving his mistress Fantine and give up his life of fun and pleasure. The bourgeoisie cannot afford to simply enjoy themselves, but must do what is best for society.
Well, actually, I thought Ptolemy's was not taking responsibility for his action by leaving Fantine behind. With his action, I believe Hugo is trying to send out the message that the bourgeoisie should not be like Ptolemy's, but rather clean up after their mistakes before fulfilling their civic duty.